Beaver News, and we are here learning how to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Then, one of our very own OSU football players is being considered for the Davy O'Brien National Quarterback Award. Find out when you can cast your vote.
And finally, it's Civil War time, but not on the football field. The blood drive is taking over the MU this week in efforts to beat the Ducks. How can you help this race? We'll have all of that and more for you tonight on the Beaver News. Good evening and welcome to your Tuesday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Emma Lawson.
And I'm Brooke Chrisler. We're glad you could join us this evening. Oregon State quarterback Sean Mannion is one of the 16 semifinalists for the Davy O'Brien National Quarterback Award. Mannion leads the nation in passing with 3,540 yards and 4 touchdown passes with 31. He is a 2-time Pac-12 Player of the Week and 3-time Mannion Award Player of the Week recipient. He has passed for 9,314 career yards, the most by a current Pac-12 quarterback. He also ranks number 16 in the conference's record book. Fans can help determine which 3 quarterbacks advance as finalists by voting. Fan voting will close at 10 a.m. on November 24th. The finalists will be announced on November 25th and the winner named on ESPN December 12th.
A team of OSU scientists working for the Oregon Climate Change Research Institute have recently discovered that the Northwest is about to see an increased risk in forest health, along with earlier snowmelt leading to low summer stream flows. This puts forests in dangers of wildfires, diseases, and indirect results that go along with climate change. Although the Northwest has not been too vulnerable to many climate-related health risks, their report states that if the issue continues, that the effects of climate change are more likely to be negative than positive. This could include an increase in morbidity, heart-related illnesses, air pollution, and a variety of diseases. The solution, they say, is to implement policies and make smarter decisions on where to have infrastructures that do not hurt our environment.
Rabbi Sheldon Lewis took the podium today in the MU, and the topic was deciphering ancient religious texts, specifically those related to the Jewish faith and the Torah. Lewis' presentation picked apart the language used in older religious texts and tried to apply those concepts to the modern day. The discussion of those topics dealt with the changing perspectives of the Jewish faith and the conceptualization of God throughout multiple generations of Judaism. The majority of the audience in the attendance was predominantly an older crowd, many of whom were there to ask questions of the rabbi pertaining to his Book of Torah and reconciliation.
Tonight at 8 p.m. is the deadline to cast your ballots for the Corvallis election. 3 items consist on the ballot. The first item is Measure 0285, which is an operations levy for residents in Rural Country Estates Road District. The second measure, 0287, is an annexion that would bring about 11 acres of land in southwest Corvallis under city jurisdiction and open it up for development. And lastly, Measure 0286 is a property tax levy that would raise $17 million over a 5-year period for a variety of city services. Voters should not mail their ballots this late and instead turn them in to one of the drop sites.
As anyone who walked around campus during the past few days is surely aware, Dads and Family Weekend was sure in full swing Saturday and Sunday. One of the most notable events held as a part of the weekend's festivities was a comedy show at LaSalle Stewart Center. The show starred stand-up comedians Tom Cotter and Oregon native Dave Anderson. He is known for being featured on shows such as Star Search and Comedy Club Network, as well as being an Emmy Award-winning co-host on AM Northwest. The other comedian, Tom Cotter, is most well known as being the first comedian to make it to the final rounds of America's Got Talent. Although neither show quite sold out, turnout was excellent, with most of 1,200 seats at LaSalle Stewart Center being filled for each performance.
Dad's Weekend also featured an event with former NFL star Dick Butkus. The football legend answered questions in an Ask Me Anything formatted session. Butkus spoke about how he felt about the game of football as it is played today, and also addressed the issue of steroids in sports. Butkus's Play Clean organisation is devoted to keeping high school football players from using steroids, which are known to cause a variety of health problems. He also pointed out that steroids are illegal and are a form of cheating. Throughout the session, he was candid and engaged with the people in attendance.
The final mission of Humans vs. Zombies was held on Sunday across campus, promising excitement for all involved. It didn't fail to deliver exactly that. Beaver News reporter Conrad Cartmel went out to the battlefield to get the story.
Throughout the last week, campus has been filled with Nerf blasters, marshmallows, and the undead. We learned that even though not all students are supportive of Humans v. Zombies, none of the players let that get in the way of their fun. Despite the popularity of the event, it still battles negative perception. We talked to players to find out what HVZ means to them and how they respond to people who make fun of the game.
What I personally do, you just shrug it off. There's going to be negativity somewhere. The main thing is just we protect our players as best as we can.
So you don't think it affects the game very much?
There have been instances where it has, but we do what we can to stop and reduce it.
But yeah, don't just shoot wantonly. One person can call that retreat, so designate one person. Okay.
Yes! I see it as a great way for people to make friends and also get familiar with the campus and whatnot.
The event emphasizes inclusivity, so there's room for anyone who wants to join.
So Emma, as an exchange student, what did you think about the Humans versus Zombies war going on?
For me, we've never had that in Australia, so I thought it was fantastic. I mean, even though I'm absolutely terrified of zombies, I think it's a great idea and that like everybody should get involved. It just seems like a lot of fun.
It does seem like a lot of fun and a lot of exercise.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's the Civil War time of year again. The war to give blood, that is. Oregon State University Alumni Association and the University of Oregon Alumni Association will take part in a statewide 2-week campaign to increase community blood donations prior to the critical holiday period. This year marks the 12th annual of the award-winning partnership. Fans, students and alumni are encouraged to donate on behalf of their team at any American Red Cross or Lane Center Drive in Oregon. All participants who give blood will be entered into a drawing to win tickets to the Civil War football game. If you're interested in giving blood, you can head down to the basement of the MU this week or next to register. You'll receive a mini physical that includes checking vital signs and iron levels in your blood to ensure that you are in good shape to donate. We will have more coverage as well as our standing against the Ducks tomorrow night on our show.
Our Tuesday night show wouldn't be complete without our Police Beat segment. Here to give us the scoops on the site citations is reporter Taylor Rose.
Thanks, Brooke. A 3-car rear-end collision shut down Oakville Road for more than an hour on Monday morning, sending 3 people to area hospitals. Derek James Berry, north of Oakville about 8 a.m. in a 1997 Ford F-350 pickup when he saw traffic slowing ahead of him. Barry said he was unable to stop in time and skidded into the back of a 2002 Subaru Forester driven by Benjamin Christian Nielsen, 36. The impact pushed the Subaru into the next car, a 2013 Chevrolet Cruze driven by Michelle Crawford, 42. Nielsen and his passenger were transported to Good Samaritan Medical Center. Information about their condition was not immediately available. Crawford was treated at Samaritan Albany General Hospital and released. Barry was not injured. Corvallis Police was dispatched to the area on the Sunday around Sherry's restaurant to report of a man allegedly causing a disturbance. When officers arrived to the scene, they found a 58-year-old man allegedly howling at the Moon near the Highway 99 overpass. They thought he was most likely under the influence of a stimulant. He was cited for disorderly conduct and was told